Hey, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. It is Darla here, and I'm about ready to head out to train a client, so I'm going to be really quick. I just wanted to pop in real quick, and because we started a 10-day sugar detox today, I'm doing it with a group of people, and we're doing it together. And, I went live in the group this morning to just kind of give them some tools and things, but I'm gonna just give a couple things to you here this morning. If you're not in the group, let me know. It's a free group. It's for 10 days. So, but here's the deal. First of all, I was doing a little bit of research because that's what I do. I love to do research, and I'm not a doctor, and I'm not giving you any kind of medical advice of any sort, but the average American consumes up to 22 teaspoons of sugar a day. And that's because a lot of what we eat, if you're eating, even if you think you're eating healthy yogurt, spaghetti sauce, things like that, sugar is added to so much of what we eat that you sometimes don't even know. You think you're doing this sugar detox and you think you're eating healthy, but sugar is hidden in a lot of things. So that's number one. Number two, this is the interesting thing that I actually came across this morning, and I went, oh my gosh, makes sense though. Sugar addiction isn't just about sweets, you guys. So when you consume bread, chips, and those simple carbs like that, processed simple carbs, those become sugar in your body. So when some people say, I'm not addicted to sweets and sugar, well, but I am addicted to, not me, I'm more of a sweets, but if you're addicted to bread and chips and those kinds of things, well, guess what? Why? It becomes sugar in your body. So all in all, we really want to hone in on cutting sugar, the obvious sugar, but then really honing in and cutting the processed food and the junk that is going to perpetuate the problem, okay? So here's a few signs to know if you're addicted to sugar. These are kind of obvious, right? You can't stop at one cookie. You can't stop at one serving of M&Ms. Who looks at their M&Ms and goes, what's a serving? Who looks at their chips and go, what's a serving? Nobody. So hence why maybe we want to cut that out. You have anxiety about cutting sugar. You get a little, I have to admit, when I started this 10-day sugar detox today, I was a little bit anxious going, the minute somebody tells me I can't have something is when I want it. Darn it, who feels that way? But I can do this for 10 days. You keep eating sugar and sweets despite negative consequences with your health, with your energy, with your mood. You get the spike in the crash, but yet you still eat the sugar, even though you know you're going to feel crappy. That's a sign you have a problem. Debbie, how are you? Debbie's doing the sugar detox with us, and we're going to crush it together. I know we are. Anyways, you struggle with guilt and negative feelings after you eat. Who does that? I have done that in the past, and that's something I'm working on. So, and you have and you maybe have moodiness, headache, shakiness when you don't have sugar, or for that matter, carbs. Because when we're talking about carbs, you guys, I'm talking about, right, for the purpose of this video, carbs, the obvious, like the processed chips, bread, fries, which that's carbs and fat and crap all wrapped up in one. So your processed food, a lot has added sugar and then the carbs become sugar in your body. So that's why you experience that, like feeling crappy, the crash, the headache, because your body starts looking for that because it's used to using that for fuel. So we want to shift away from that. We want to toss the triggers, you guys. So I'm not going to get into a lot of this, but how about for this week, you could just try tossing your triggers, okay? Try tossing out the things that are going to trigger you. If you know that you can't stop at one cookie, take this week and just get rid of it all and just don't have it around you, okay? And then even cut out like things like alcohol. Aside from it's not so great for you anyway, if you want to lose fat and if you want to preserve muscle, if you want to be able to be productive in life, you want to really watch, like alcohol, just is one of those things that it's empty waste of calories, and it's going to set off a trigger to eat. And of course it has sugar in it. I'm going to give you one more. Gluten, wheat, you guys. So maybe just shift away from that and instead eat whole foods. Eat whole foods, eat nutrient-dense foods, eat real food. Broccoli, lettuce, romaine, spinach, chicken, fish, eggs. Just take 1 week and eat real food, okay? And really, I think moving our body more is going to make a difference, as well as other things you can do, like drinking more water, journaling. A lot of when we eat, it's really tied into emotions and stress. So the more we can kind of eliminate our stress, and one way I like to do that is journaling. Exercise helps me eliminate my stress. Those are all things that we can do. We can toss the triggers and replace and renew with things that are going to make us feel better. And shift our habits, like literally take the activity you're doing and switch it and do a whole different activity. That becomes an action, you guys. And then finally, you guys, find a community. Find a group that you can do this with that is going to support you. And so surround yourself. Like if you're used to hanging out with people like, oh, come on out, it's Friday night. A few drinks aren't going to hurt. And you know what I'm saying? Or, oh, we're just having this little work party, and I don't know, like sometimes it's hard. If you're at work, I get it. You can't really control what comes in and around you, but if you can try the best you can outside of those circumstances to surround yourself with people that are going to encourage you, support, and help you, then that is going to make a difference, and it is going to take time. We can't just break habits overnight. We can't, especially sugar. So that's it. If you want to know the other 2 things that I do that have made a huge difference for me, and me being in the fitness industry as long as I have, I've seen it all, and I've tried it all. Send me a private message and I will let you know. So that's all. Have a great Monday, and I am going to run. I'm going to head out. There's no school today. For my daughter. It's a beautiful day. I don't know what we're going to do, but I do have work to do, so I got to get. So have a wonderful Monday, you guys, and I will see you next time.